Hey there to whoever may be watching this. I'm just doing a quick, or hopefully quick, video of my backyard as it is now. Plan on posting videos as I progress. We've been at this house with this backyard for about 2 months now. There were some pretty large trees back here, one very large pine tree and 5 locust trees that were just a pain in my ass. And then I also had a dead plum tree here that we got removed. This is where I kind of started my gardening project. Over here I have a acorn squash plant, a couple different varieties of peppers, basil, green peppers, some tomatoes. My dog wants to play right now, but you know, might as well throw the ball. Hey, Tucker Bud. Hey, sit. Good boy, go get it. He loves that ball. And this is where I kind of got the bug to start gardening. So went out and bought a little Eureka lemon tree, as well as a Washington navel tree put there. And the plan for this back area with no grass is to eventually have a permaculture style garden back here. I know it looks a mess right now, but hopefully we can do something about that. Back there, the only tree I've pretty much left back here is a pomegranate tree, and it seems to doing pretty well out here in the very hot California. As you can see, got little pomegranates here and some larger ones up there, probably a total of 20 pomegranates total. I wasn't really expecting any fruit from this year, just because we haven't really been watering it since we moved here. Down here I have a multi-level worm bin that I recently put together, and I'll do a video on that later on, explaining that a bit more. This is my compost bin that I purchased on Amazon. I'll put a link down below for this. It was full earlier today, but I decided to aerate it a bit, so I emptied it out, and I'm going to be putting all that material back in here. I've only been composting this for about, I don't know, a month and a half, and it's already broken down pretty significantly. Everything I've put in here has been twigs, leaves, the grass that I mowed, some various paper and waste from the house and the kitchen. Over here was my first real project of me getting serious with my gardening. I built this bed. It is 4 feet wide by 6 feet long and 2 feet high. Very, very simple, easy to build. I'll probably be doing a video on build of one of these later on, because I only have the one right now, and I probably want to add a few more. I know I said I want to do more permaculture style gardening, but I've also been really interested in square foot gardening, and I think the raised bed method would probably be the best for my square foot gardening. In here I just have a few different varieties of cucumbers. This one I believe is a lemon cucumber. The cucumbers that grow out to be the size and color and shape of a lemon, and they're yellow, but they're cucumbers. I don't know what they taste like, but I'm interested in trying them. I have a few different varieties of beans. I have tomatoes back there, which are all clippings and cuttings from my tomato plants that I showed you earlier. And the interesting thing about this bed is that it's I don't know how to properly pronounce it, sorry. It's a horticulture style bed, which means the bottom is full of leaves and branches and other compostable waste. I did that for two reasons. One is that it'll eventually break down and be really great for my garden here, and also because I didn't realize how expensive good quality soil is. So to fill this 4 foot by 6 foot by 2 foot bed would have cost, is about 48 square feet of soil, which is quite a bit. So I did the initial about foot to foot and a half with composted material such as branches, leaves, and other things I could find in the garden, and then the rest I put good quality soil in, because from what I've read, most of these plants only require about a foot, 6 inches to a foot of rooting soil, and other than that, I would have filled the whole thing up, but I just bought this house and I didn't want to spend that kind of money on dirt that wouldn't really be useful to my plants. And a lot of people ask me when they come over is why I made these beds so tall, and I did for ergonomic reasons. Bending down to work on this is a lot easier than kneeling down and working on the floor, and I'm all about ease and comfort, so if I can stand while I'm working or sit on the side here as I work, I'd rather do that than kneel on the ground for prolonged periods of time, especially if I'm planning on adding more beds back here. Besides that, I'm taking suggestions on what I should plant back here to give everyone a idea. I'm in Northern California. I think it's zone 9B, and it's where I'm at. It's very hot during the summers, especially. It's around 90 degrees and it's very windy at times. So I'm looking for plants that would do well in a hot environment with a sandy type soil. Yeah, and that's all I have now. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, I'm more than willing to listen and take your criticism if you have it. I'm just a new gardener, new to this. So far I love it, and I'm doing all the reading and learning I can, and if you have any suggestions for me, I would absolutely love that. Thanks for watching. For the probably 4 or 5 people that may have watched the full length of this, and hopefully I can keep you guys updated. Alright, thanks, bye.